Yeah, hello guys. Today, actually, we are going to see how to set up a cybersecurity lab properly. So, I'll be telling you from the scratch how to build a proper lab for the cybersecurity. So, initially, we need to go with the laptop which we need to configure. So, whatever the laptop we have chosen, depending on the type of processor and what is the memory, what is the capacity of the laptop. Depending on that, we'll go with the configuration. So when I check my laptop, so it's basically a AMD Ryzen 5 processor with 8 GB RAM. Okay, and so basically, like when it comes to the AMD processors, some it is 2 GB of RAM is automatically locked. So I'll prefer Intel processors if you are new and you want to buy a new laptop for the cybersecurity lab setup. So I'll prefer an Intel processor. Okay, because it comes with the more more RAM and like it provides a more efficient compared to the Ryzen, because Ryzen will emit more heat and it will cause a discomfort when you are not in a proper ventilation environment. Okay, so first of all, whenever we are setting up a cybersecurity lab for offensive, so basically we are installing Kali Linux into the virtual box. So for that, so virtual box first, what is the virtual box means? Like here I already installed my virtual box. Virtual box is creating a separate environment to run different OS, different operating systems. So when I check my, let me open my virtual box first. So here you can see already there is one Kali Linux installed, and one Metasploitable is also installed. So this Kali Linux is it is like I installed this from an ISO file, but today I'll show you how to install it without ISO file, how to install that one. So installing with ISO, I'll show it in a different, because installing with ISO file may take up to uh, 30 to 45 minutes, because it needs to install, copy all the files manually, so it will take a lot of time. So first, what we are going to do is, so first type VirtualBox download. So it's gonna take you to their website. You can press here download. You can use any browser. Either it may be Edge, Chrome, or maybe Firefox, whatever it may be. There is no specific browser you need to use. You can use any of the browser. So just download this VirtualBox for the Windows host, because it mine is Windows. So after it's downloading, just install this one, and next, it will install automatically, because mine is already present. It will not install, it will just throw an error like already present, like that. If it is a updated one, it will try to that, like yes, next, next, next. You don't need to do any changes. Okay, yes, yes, it started installing. Actually it's throwing error because these files are currently in use, because my virtual box is already is open, right? I closed it just to try. One more process interface is open, because my virtual box is already installed, and the interfaces were already there running in the back end, so it is throwing some errors. So in your case, if you are installing freshly this virtual box, it will not throw any errors. It will directly install all the things for you. Okay, let it be in the backend. We do not need this exit, because I already have this one. So in your case, it will not throw any error. So after that one, Kali Linux download. So in this Kali Linux, when we go to this their official website, so we can find installer images, virtual images, and our mobiles. We do not work with these two. So these are basically for the mobiles and ARM related one. This is for the container deployment images, cloud deployment images, like WSLs. WSLs means Windows subsystems, installing installation related things. We do not need all these things. Particularly, we are dealing if we want to install from an ISO file, we can select this installer images. If we are going to be going with the VirtualBox image or maybe some, let me show you that thing also. Yeah, if you are going with the VMware workstation, you can download this thing. If you are going with the VirtualBox, you can download this thing. It is around a 3 GB. So saying actually, there is a antivirus, McAfee antivirus. It is suspecting this domain. Do you want to download this thing? So anyhow, we are continuing with the download. Ignore this one because we are already downloading this thing from official website only. Once it's downloaded, I'll start this again. Yeah, it's almost completed. It's almost completed. 16 seconds left. Actually, it is downloading in a zip format. You can see that .7z, .7z, .zip, .rar, everything is same. So you can just unzip that for that file, and you can find a folder on that same file name. Come on, it is still unconfirmed. You can see it is dots here. Still, it is not confirmed. Seems like that file is a failed download. So I downloaded that Kali Linux from a torrent file. Basically, you can see here I have downloaded one file. So this one couldn't download it. This is a failed download. Okay, let's go with this one. This also is 7z. We can just extract this one. Extract here. Sorry. Yeah, this one. Extract here. Let the file is extracted. You can use the inbuilt 7-zip inbuilt extraction mechanism, or else you can download the 7-zip. You can do the extraction through a 7-zip also. Yeah, it has been extracted, and you can find the two files. One is 3 KB and another one is around 13.3 GB. So this small 3 KB files, just double click on this one. It will automatically open that thing in a virtual box. So see here, it has been imported to virtual box. So just start this one. And before moving that, you can customize these settings also. You can see here system. So depending on the processor, here it is starting powering off. Because of that thing, I'm not able to change this thing, modify these things. If it is in the not running state, we can modify these things. Memory we can maximize, processors we can increase. Okay, display resolution, storages, so we can improve, and all network. So when it comes to the network, so here it is a NAT network. So NAT network, in the sense, it will create a different IP address range compared to the host address. We can see here in the CMD, my main computer's IP address. IP address we can see here 192.168.1.7. But when we come to this virtual network, so the virtual IP address of the Kali Linux will be 10 dot something. So it will be like in the 10 series, it will like maybe it creates a separate subnet. If we configure this NAT to the bridged adapter, so this bridged adapter, what it will do means, so the same IP address range, but it can directly allocate the IP address from the directly from the router itself. So it is a bridged one. So basically the host mission and the virtual mission both are interlinked and interconnected. This is basically what we can change and modify in this network. Basic difference between the NAT and bridged network. So here we can. So initially this password and username will be Kali Kali. If you want, you can modify, or else you can keep it as it is. Yeah, that's it for today. This is how we can install and how we what we can do through the Kali Linux. And anytime whenever I open, so I'll open a terminal and try to update the things. So basically apt get update, apt get upgrade, these commands all are basic commands which we need to know in the Kali Linux while using. So whenever setting up a basic lab, so you need to use something, you need to set up in this way. So this is how we can set up using a zip file. So whenever it comes to the ISO file, in the virtual box, you need to follow a different setup. Like you need to create a new virtual mission, you need to select a name, you need to select the file, virtual image file, where it located, you need to select the path, and you need to select the type of version, windows and all. And you'll manually configure each and everything here. I'll show it in a different video. For this video, that's all guys. Thank you.